Good technology.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh God, I love fucking technology. Oh, here we go. We're live. Yeah, finally. Hey, finally. Hey guys, welcome to Approaching Metal Music YouTube channel. After a bit of technical issues here, we are here with Basjan, myself, Ell, and our special guest, Mick, from the Corners Sanctuary Band. So welcome, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, right, yourself.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. So, a little bit of a change of format on this week's show with Mick Michaels here from Corners Sanctuary. Be on for about 30 minutes or so. So, so Mick, we start with you. Can you introduce yourself, and for those people who don't know who you are, what band you're in, could you introduce yourself and what you do?
Yep. My name is Mick Michaels. I play guitar in the band Corners of Sanctuary. We're a traditional heavy metal band from America.
Okay.
Cool. Now, little birdie told me there's a new EP coming out. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. We have a new EP. It's an extended EP. It's got 8 tracks on it. It's called Metal Up. It officially drops March 29th, but we begin a autographed CD pre-order on February 20th. We're going to have a little teaser video of the first single, Hunter Prey, which then drops officially March 29th when the CD actually goes official. So we're real excited about it. It's a blazing new single. Much rawer, harder, faster type of Corners of Sanctuary. So we're excited about it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And you said it was an extended
EP.
Yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about each song, if you can? Yeah.
Well, sure. Normally an EP, I mean, nowadays an EP can be a lot of things.
Yeah.
2 songs, could be 4 songs. But we were in the studio and we just kept writing some material, and we even thought about maybe doing making it an album, but we had already kind of started promoting it last year as that this is going to be an EP. So we'll just do an extended EP, 8 tracks, 2 which will be listed as a bonus track. And those bonus tracks are some older songs that we have in the set that we redid. We brought them up to speed, kind of how we're doing them now. So it's not brand new material for us, but it's going to be brand new material in this recorded fashion for a lot of our listeners. The other 6 songs, I mean, they're much darker. Now we got a little darker when we released 2021's Blood and Steel series, and a lot of that was coming out of COVID, so there was a lot of emotion coming out of the writing during that time. But we kind of kept that edge to us, and then this is like rawness, but with a little fine tuning, kind of knowing where we want to go and what we want to achieve. So I don't want to give too much away, but the first song, Hunter Prey, that's like I said, next Tuesday the 20th. There's going to be a little teaser video for it when the pre-ordering CDs start. And then that single releases the 29th of March on Sode Records, and they're out of Canada. I think it's going to lay the foundation of what this EP is going to be. So I don't want to give too much away. So just, hold on tight because it's coming soon.
Awesome. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So, Mick, are you planning on any launch parties for the EP?
I don't know. You mean something on? I don't know if we're going to have something online or anything like that. But I mean, we are doing a full media promotion. There's going to be that, and then we're going to release subsequent singles over the course of the next couple months for the EP, which is going to, you'll have some videos, lyric videos, and your traditional videos as well. And then we're just touring it. We're going to be touring it, and we're going to be adding songs in the set as the year goes along. Our first song, with the first single being Hunter Prey, we're going to be adding that into the set in the coming weeks. We got a number of shows coming up. We got this Friday, we're with Spread Eagle, and we're going to be with Ronnie Monroe, who was a former singer of Metal Church. And then we're going to be on the road, so we're excited about that. And we're putting together a Canadian run of shows this summer. So that's our first time in Canada playing. So we're looking forward to it. So all this is an effort to promote Metal Up, and of course, our style and brand of traditional heavy metal.
Oh, awesome. Glad to hear
Speaking
you mentioned
of Canada, yeah.
Glad to mention
Yeah,
you said Ronnie Monroe of Metal Church. I've actually featured him, so if he's touring with you, you're in good company.
Yeah. No, we're excited about it. We're excited about all the shows, but it's a great opportunity to be working with some seasoned veterans that have, been around the block. So we're kind of excited. We're really excited. So it's pretty good.
Yeah. I was going to say, we've got a couple of Canadians in the chat here. Could you tell us the tour dates for Canada, if you can?
Yeah, right now the dates are July 20th to July 29th. We don't have all the details worked out yet. We're doing a festival the 27th. Where that actually is, I don't know. I don't have my bearings in Canada yet, but as soon as we have all the information kind of concrete down, we'll be releasing it. So we'll probably start dropping details about it come early spring. But we're just we don't want to get things too lost in the shuffle as we're getting ready to do the promotion for the new EP. So we don't want to be kind of competing with ourselves if we can help it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. So I'm just trying to think here for questions I normally do type of thing. Oh yeah. Is there any sort of merch tie-in with the new EP?
Oh, absolutely. We have some Metal Up T-shirts in the works right now. They should be ready to go by the end of this month, which is going to be a modified version of the cover, and we'll be releasing the artwork for Metal Up possibly at the end of this week. So you'll be able to start seeing it pretty soon, and we're going to have that image on a T-shirt. So we're excited about that.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
Would that be on the band's website or Bandcamp or something to do with on your socials?
Yeah, we'll have some links on the socials for sure. But primarily we do, and I've said this before, we don't do a lot of e-commerce on the website per se. I mean, we sell CDs and there's downloads and that kind of thing, but merch has never been a strong point. But where we do most of our merch is in the live shows. We have a merch table and we're able to put together packages and things like that. We often do packages with tickets and things like that as well for people that want to come out to the show and then, be sporting the look. So we'll have it out there. You'll have your opportunity for sure.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Our moderator, Lisa Boo, has been posting out the links to your website and the shop there for you. So, guys, if you want any merch or want to keep up to date with what's coming up with from Gunners Sanctuary, please visit their website, which is gunnerssanctuary.com. So, yeah, go check them out, guys. Are you writing any new material for the follow up EP?
Absolutely. We write all the time. We during the recording sessions for Metal Up, we had written even more than we expected to. It was just, you sometimes follow the spirit of it, right? The flow of things, and you're moved to do so. So we have a number of songs that we are working on as a follow up to this EP. So that depending on how things go with this EP, we may be looking at something that comes out, as a follow up EP in the fall. So, and at the same time, we've been working on a full length album for a couple of years now, which is a little different feel because it had been started a few years back, and then we kept pushing it off, working on EP material and getting back to the album, and then touring, and then pushing the album off. So someday it will see the light of day, but worst case scenario, about half the album, the full length album, is done. There's about 14 tracks set to be on it. We may even wind up breaking it up and doing more EPs. Albums are tough sales anymore, but EPs seem to be a little more digestible to the listening audience, and they keep you kind of in the mix as a band and in this social media world,
Yeah, I was going to say I've been sort of like seeing, especially over, I would say, the last 20 years or so, that the singles or a double A side or something like that has been becoming more and more prevalent. I think the last time I saw something like that was back in sort of like the 1950s, 1960s. This this before the album started to really start to kick in, back in the late 60s, early 70s. So I think that the singles and the EPs have started to become more popular again.
Yeah, they're definitely making a comeback. They're easy to drop, and they really do. How would you say they really do complement the digital world right now? And then since most people don't seem to want to sit and listen to an entire album, especially digitally, I mean, unless you're hardcore fans, there's plenty of people that still do it. But the vast majority that are digital downloaders, that 40 and younger demographic, they're not sitting listening to full albums. They're not buying full albums. They're buying only the songs that they like. So instead of songs losing, themselves and getting lost in the shuffle and just sitting up there collecting dust digitally, even labels, bands, everybody's doing it, just more and more singles. And, with the new standards with Spotify and all, songs have to get at least 1,000 streams per year. And some of those deep cuts on albums, they never get touched. They never make that cut. For a lot of, indie in the trench bands like us, that's a tough sell. So doing it in singles and, before you drop the whole album digitally, if you can single it out over the course of, 5, 6 months, 7 months, you get longevity. Every song gets a shot to be heard, some spins or streams, whatever they call it. And you get to stay in the awareness of the listening public. So bands got to get a little bit more strategic now on how they want to stay afloat, because there's so much. What is there? There's like 100,000 uploads on Spotify a day now. It's like, you're pushing 1 million a week. You're getting lost. It's easy to get lost.
Yeah, it's similar to like YouTube as well, because there's so many different people doing different things across YouTube. It's difficult to actually keep up, and some people do get lost. In the mix.
Yeah, all the platforms are pushing to pay. You got to pay to be sponsored. You got to pay to boost. You got to pay for promotion. And listen, artists can't afford that. So we have to get smart about it, and we have to find ways that that are affordable, and actually try to have the biggest bang for the buck. And that's tough. That really is tough, especially since they're trying to channel everybody into paying for things. That's where word of mouth comes in, right? That's where fans and listeners can share their favorite artists or favorite bands or favorite genre with other fans in these groups. Because, like, things like Facebook groups and stuff like that, that's the new underground, right? Because people aren't going to shows like they used to. They're not hanging out on corners listening to big radios and all that kind of thing. They're sharing their stuff on the social media groups. So bands have to figure out a way to take advantage of it. It's not always easy. Let me tell you, I still struggle with it.
It's true. It's I've been sort of like, I wouldn't say I was there at the dawn of all these social media, but I do know that social media is key, if you know what I mean, to be heard, basically. Especially like if you've got a couple of say you got like say 100 fans, they're posting out to different groups, and spreading the word out. Yeah, it's helped, especially like I hate to say it, but that's how Justin Bieber basically got more. It was through social media, like especially on, I can't remember if it was on YouTube or I think it was YouTube. That's how he became big, popular. It was like through social media presence.
Yeah, that is getting harder and harder. That's why you're getting all these TikTok stars and people trying to do these 30-second type of things, and that's tough, man. That's a tough thing, for let's just talk metal bands. I mean, really, the forte of a metal band is 4 or 5 guys up on stage playing live, right? That's the essence of what we do. All this other stuff sometimes creates havoc and white noise, and it takes us away from the things that we should be doing, like writing music and performing music. So we have, for us, Corners of Sanctuary, we've tried to get back to that more and more, especially after coming off of COVID. We've seen what happened. Everybody can lose their shirts real quick. The carpet was pulled out from under us. So how important playing out is, even in a world that doesn't go out and socialize like that, you still have to get out there and play. It helps you hone the craft, and then writing and releasing music in the best possible format that works for your audience. And that's what we've been trying to focus on. The other stuff, it's like, I know, again, we're of a bit of older generation in our band, but we try to maintain it, but we don't go into realms like a lot of the younger artists do. It just doesn't work for us. It's not part of our genetic makeup, and it's not part of what this band is about. So we really still try to drive people to the live shows, to really experience the music. I mean, this is how this music was brought to us live, and we're trying to keep that up, especially since we do a throwback type of style, like a modern twist on the old school style. So
that's how I sort of like grew up on, especially when I was a kid, which I could class as a kid. When I started going out to seeing live bands back in the early 90s, that's where I started to listen to quite a bit of discovered like a lot of new music, especially within the rock and metal genres, where I used to go out to say, there's a band playing at this venue, I'll go and see them, or there's this then which leads on to there's another band at this venue, and you say, they're pretty good, I'll follow them. And that's how I got into into the new music. And I'm going back 30 plus years now.
Oh yeah, that's how. I mean, a lot of times you go see your favorite band, whether it was a local, regional, or national act, like, the big boys. And that's how you discovered music in the live setting, by seeing who the opening acts were. You may have been somewhat familiar with them, or you may have not. There was a lot of bands that I got to see for the first time, not really knowing who they were. And then they became, favorite bands of mine. And, even till this day. So it's really a cool thing. I mean, back in the 80s, you'd go to a local venue, and, you see the big headliner of the time, but then you get a couple bands that were local, and you're like, wow, this is amazing, right? I mean, you're discovering new music, literally new music, not only for yourself, but for the scene. And that's how you discover stuff. We did tape tradings and stuff like that, whatever. But I guess that's done today, in the sense that, when they have that new music on Fridays with Spotify or the Bandcamp stuff. But I don't think it's the same experience. And I don't think that they're getting the full impact, because what's happening in shows, right? So you're doing a show, and, they're packing on 4 or 5 bands to the headliner. And what people are doing is they're only coming out to see the one band. And then all the other bands are playing in front of nobody, which is terrible, because, again, in the old days, that's how you discovered a lot of new music, because there wasn't the internet, and there wasn't, not everybody had the money to buy vinyl, and, it was borrowing. But if you were out and doing shows, that's how you experienced a lot of new music. I mean, man, 4 or 5 bands a month discovering, that's a lot of music. It's a lot of music. And then you became supporters. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll probably never go back to something like that, but we can hope for it, right? We can hope.
Yes. Over the last, for me anyway, it's got to be over the last 25 years or so. I've made a conscious decision to actually, when I went out to actually see a live show, I made a conscious decision to actually pay attention to the support bands, to actually stand and literally listen to them, what they've got to say and do, what they're up to on stage. And the vast majority of the time, I was a follower, I was a fan of them. Even today, when I do go out, I always make sure I always listen to the support bands. Yeah. Because I always go up to them after they finished their set. I always go up to them and says, I really enjoyed your music. Whereabouts are you on social media, so I can actually start sharing stuff out? Mention them on either on here or on the radio show, to actually give them a little bit of exposure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, and again, I think that's, individuals like yourself that are doing these shows and bringing bands on and playing bands. I mean, that's all part of that underground that's the positive aspects of the social media and the internet, right? It's not the negativity that we come to see more often than we want. So it's things like this that need to be promoted. Bands need to take advantage of this, because this is just as important at times as playing out in a show, because you're reaching worldwide, awareness, as much as you maybe not thinking. It's like, oh, it's just 3 guys on a little screen, but you don't know who's watching it. You don't know who's listening, and you don't know who's going to listen after. So we have come to learn these type of avenues to interact and to promote what we do is a key component, especially in this digital age of music.
Oh, yes. Look, for me, what I've seen, especially last few years, with the Canadian Wacken Festival, all of these indie bands that's playing and competing for a spot in the final, where these indie bands are competing for a radio play and stuff like that, all indie, and some local radio stations that's not indie. So bands that haven't signed a record deal, they get exposed in Canada and the Wacken, and those certain parts of the United States has also got the Wacken festivals now, and I think that's great. You see all of these bands competing in one day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you just again, I think the model for most bands, regardless whether you're metal, hard rock, country, it doesn't matter. You just got to get out there and you got to keep doing it, right? You just got to keep doing it, and you got to bring the music to the people in whatever is the popular route of the time. And like I said, I'm not a big digital downloader myself. I still buy physical CDs, or vinyl, or something like that. So I'm not really big on the digital stuff. But that doesn't mean that my band doesn't participate in that. We have to be able to provide that for the people that do. And so, you just got to do what you got to do, and you got to be. Sometimes you got to be a little aggressive about it, and you got to be consistent about it. And it's tough. This is a tough market. I think this is more of a tough market than it was 30, 40 years ago when you had less opportunity. Now you have more opportunity, and you're just getting lost in the shuffle. You're just some of us are drowning. So much stuff out there. We can't get to the top. Can't find any air. We're being, we're as artists, we're smothering each other. We're smothering ourselves at times. But I guess it's better than not having any music at all.
That's the
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, just by looking at my submissions, what that I get through every week, it's hard. It's literally hard to keep up with all these, with all the stuff that's coming out.
Yeah. I get. I do. I do interviews through the Cosmic View, and every day I'm getting press releases and contacts from media sources and stuff like. I mean, it's every day nonstop. I mean, brand new artists from all over the world. I mean, so there's just so many people doing it. It's coming from every town and city and wherever you think that there's artists there trying to get their music heard. So it's a lot of work, and unfortunately, the people that you're getting information from today, in 12 months they're not going to be around, or they've changed formats, or they've because it can be daunting when you look at it in the grand scheme. You're like, wow, this is how am I going to get through this? But I think with a good plan, and like I said, like you just got to be diligent, consistent at it, and be true to yourself, and something will happen.
Oh yes.
Yeah. There's an audience for everybody. I mean, if anything positive about the world and the social media is that you can find an audience anywhere 24/7. So where, back in the 80s, it was tough to find an audience past your local region without in trips and stuff. So this is a positive of it, but you just got to be smart about it.
True. And always be ready to pack your stuff and go to the next gig.
Yep. Absolutely. Never give up. That's right.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. So, chat, if you've got any questions for Mick, let us know. And before he sort of like has to leave, you've got about another 5 minutes, have you, Mick?
Yeah, another 5 minutes, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you've got any questions for Mick, let's and we'll ask away. So yeah. So can you remind people who when the new EP's coming out?
Yep. So the EP Metal Up officially drops on CD March 29th. That's when the first single goes completely live, Hunter Prey. But we're going to be doing a pre-order promotion. There's a limited number of autographed CDs that will begin pre-ordering on February 20th, and they'll ship in March. I think they'll ship if everything goes right. They should actually ship before the actual release date. This way, people get them in their mailboxes before. But that goes February 20th. You can start pre-ordering an autographed CD from the band. There's a limited quantity on them. What that quantity is, I don't know. It may be like 75, 80, something like that. But we're going to be dropping a teaser single, like a 30-second, 45-second, kind of cross section of the new song "Hunter Prey" for people to kind of get a little interest and see what goes. But so February 20th, the pre-order for the autograph CD, and in March 20th, the album drops. We're excited about that.
Cool. We've got a question from Lisa Boo. She asks, what is your favourite song to play?
No. Well, if it's a Corners of Sanctuary song, there's a number of them, but I really enjoy playing Metal Machine. It's one of our older songs, not that old. But it came out in 2015 on an album, but I think we were playing it the year before. But it's a really cool song. It's a straight up. It comes from it's the title track of Metal Machine. But it's a simple song, but it's got a really cool groove to it. It's definitely old school, and I always have a great time. I love when it's that time in the set that we get to play. It's usually our depending on the set, it's either our fourth or fifth song.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. So, following on with what Lisa said there, I've got a favourite song on the new EP.
I think actually for me, the song that we collectively chose as the first single, "Hunter Prey," I think that's probably my favorite song on the CD. It's just, I think it encompasses everything that we were looking to achieve with the rawness of this EP. So we're kind of I'm really looking forward to it. We haven't played it out live yet, but it's coming soon. But I'm looking forward to seeing how people really react to it.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Yeah. So, So, Mick, if you want to sort of like leave, or you want to bail out for beer, please, if you can't, you can. So I know you've got things to do, sort of thing. Any final words before you leave?
Listen, I thank you so much for having us on and sharing, what we do, and let me be able to promote the new EP coming. And again, I appreciate formats like this because this is so important to what we do, to make connections and to share, back and forth. So thank you for that. And just as a reminder, again, the new EP goes on pre-sale February 20th. We'll have links available. We'll have some merch to it, and then the Metal Up extended EP CD releases officially on March 29th. So check it out. Thanks so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Mick, for coming.
Yeah, my pleasure, Mick. My pleasure.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take it easy.
Keep well, man. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Yes.
You too. Catch you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. That was Mick Michaels from Corners Sanctuary there. Thanks, Mick, for coming on and being a huge supporter, not only to the radio show, but to the YouTube channels again. So thanks to Mick, and don't forget, guys, keep an eye on their social media and their website for any updates on the singles, the EP, everything, to dates and everything. Just like I said, just go to their social to keep an eye on the new updates. So Yeah. So, Basjan, let's dive into our little segments. So, Basjan, what goodies have you brought us today?
Oh, I've got some really nice goodies, and I'm going to start off with the Wacken Canadian Metal Festival for indie bands, and Oshawa uh, winner is Bagullion, and I'm going to feature him next week. They won the battle there, and if I've got my geography correct, Oshawa is close to Ontario, if I'm correct. So next week I'm going to be featuring some of the metal bands that's featured in the Wacom Indie Festival in Canada. And yeah, so Lisa Boo, watch out. The space is going to be filled with Canadian bands over the next couple of weeks. And oh yes, Ontario. So I was correct. And my first artist for this evening, Sulaya Manaskaya. And who is she? She's a melodic thrash death metal band, a metal singer born in Russia. And the first track I listened to, Altay Land featuring Clay Isotasa. It's a crazy good song. Siberia is loud and in your face in a killer song. The track Painkiller, the Judas Priest cover, featuring Kublai Kapsalis, is out of this world. It's not your, it's not you featuring Kublai Kapsalis and Elia Manaskaya is super cool. Kublai Kapsalis is one of the best metal guitarists I've seen. And if you see something on YouTube featuring Kublai Kapsalis, he's a Turkish guitarist. He's amazing. Go and check him out. Elia kicks ass and she can be found on Facebook, Maniskavia, or Instagram, Maniskavia, and YouTube, Elia Maniskavia. And next, this little girl blew me away, or this young female artist, whatever you want to call her. Her name is Harper, and she's a female artist from, she was 10 years old, from Somerset in the UK. And she stunned the judges in the 2022 America's Got Talent. The first track video I've listened and watched to is Holy Roller, the Spirit Box cover, and she blew me away. She's totally amazing. A few months later, she performed the song with Spirit Box on stage live. And she was also at in Islington in London. That's where the gig was with Spirit Box, and she did it to a standing ovation. Simply awesome. Weight of the World featuring Dave Stevens is bloody epic. The track Failing is unbelievable. Chelsea simply is a killer track. Victoria's Secret metal version with Jax is super cool. What is my take on Harper? Simple. If you are good enough, you're old enough to do anything. And she's definitely good enough. She's simply a genius that you only get once in your lifetime. She can be found on Instagram, that Yeller Harper, Twitter, that Yeller Harper, and YouTube, that Yeller Harper. Loud Blood's my next band. It's a metal band from Italy. The first track I listened to, Out of Control, it's a crazy good song. Bring Out is such a great song. I do like the band. They are new and they have a lot of promise. They can be found on Facebook, Loud Blood Band, Instagram, loudblood.band, the band's website, loudblood.com. Next artist I've got is Drew Jacobs. He's an indie rocker from Port Huron in Michigan in the USA. The first track I listened to, Whiskey Lullaby, the Brad Paisley rock cover, is such a great song. Redneck Rockstar featuring Upchurch is such a fun song. The track Missing and Wishing is a cool song. God's Country featuring State of Mind is a crazy good song. Good mixture of country rock and hard rock. I think Drew has a lot of talent. He can be found on Facebook, Drew Jacobs Music, Instagram, Drew Jacobs Music, Twitter, Drew Jacobs Music, and YouTube, Drew Jacobs Music. Now, my third band the next band I've got is State of Mind. It's a hard rock band from Lynchburg, Michigan, in the USA. And the first track I listened to, Dragging Me Down, featuring Jerry Roll, is a killer song. Gangster Paradise, the metal cover, kicks ass. The track Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins song, featuring No Resolve, is loud and in your face. False Crown is a super cool song. Killing Me is such a great song. The band deliver in each track. They can be found on Facebook, State of Mind Music, Instagram, State of Mind Music, Twitter, ST8 of Mind, and YouTube, State of Mind. Our next band is Angels and Airwaves. It's an alternative post-grunge rock band that was formed by former Blink-182 and Boxcar Racer vocalist and guitarist Tom DeLonge. The first track I listened to, Euphoria, is a crazy good song. All That's Left is Love is a powerful song. The track Secret Crowd is super cool. The adventure must be played to the max. The band kicks ass and they can be found on Facebook, Angels and Airwave, Instagram, Angels and Airwave, and YouTube, Angels and Airwave. And then, band I spoke of earlier, Spirit Box. It's an experimental metalcore melodic metal band from Vancouver Island in Canada. Before the band dropped their debut album, they have already had 66 million streams, and after help Eternal Blue, they increased their number to 300 million streams on the streaming platforms. The first track I listened to, Jaded, is an epic song. Circle Secret Garden is a killer song. Constance is such a great song. The Summit is out of this world. The band is crazy good and they can be found on Facebook Spiritbox Official, Instagram Spiritbox Music, Twitter Spiritbox Band. Band's website is spiritbox.com and YouTube Rise Records. And the last band I got is the Justice Fury. It's a thrash metal band from Jyväskylä in Finland. The first track I listened to, Fireborn, has killer guitar riffs on it. Unbroken is super cool. The Abandoned is a crazy good song. Anyone Anymore is such a great song. I do like the band, and they can be found on Facebook, Justice Fury Band, Instagram, Justice Fury Band, Twitter, Justice Fury Band, and YouTube, Inverse Record Finland. And now to my gigs for this evening. Mona Lisa, 9th of March, Pub 61, with Bombshell Inc. May the 11th, Skylark, that's in Charlotte. Svalbard, May the 18th, and that'll be at Shiseibashi Compass in Osaka. 19th, Tsunami Day Trip in Nagoya. 20th, Shin Data Fever, Tokyo. 23rd, Lions Lounge in Perth. 24th, Crowbar in Sydney. The 25th, Subbox in Brisbane. 26th, Howler in Melbourne. Then the M3 Rock Festival 2024, Saturday, May the 4th, Queen Range, Last in Line, Aldenova, Lynch Mob, Doro, Quiet Riot. Sunday the 5th, BRC, Brett Michaels and D. Snyder, Cold Sweat, Pretty Boy Floyd, Sundogs and Striper. And that's the M3 Rock Festival 2024. Freaks on Paradise, Rob Zombie, Alice Cooper, Inastray, and 4th to 20 August, Albuquerque, 22nd, Salt Lake City, 24th, Lincoln, 25th, St. Paul, and 27th, Maluki. And in Powerwolf, 29th August, LA, 30th, 1st, Denver, 7th, Tampa, 8th, Atlanta, 9th, Charlotte, 12th, Philadelphia, the 13th, Worcester, the 14th, New York City, and Beyond the Black, Dancing in the Dark Tour, 5th of April, Munich, Germany, 6th, Mannheim, Germany, 7th, Brno, Czech Republic, 9th, Vienna, Austria, 10th, Budapest, Hungary, 12th, Giselwind, Germany, 14th, Haarlem, the Netherlands, 16th, Paris, France, 17th, Wiesbaden, Germany, 19th, Zurich, Switzerland, 20th, Stuttgart, Germany, 21st, Saarbrücken, Germany, 23rd, Kraken, Poland, 24th, Berlin, Germany, 26th, Antwerpen, Belgium, 27th, Oberhausen, Germany. And then the 18th to 19th of April 2024, the Metaphors Festival Ecuador will have Lost in Darkness. So Turia, Overkill, Killswitch Engage, Within Temptation, Trailblazer, and 23rd to 24th, Saints Among Us, Spiderbait, Dead Demons, King Voodoo, Blackwater Redemption at the Night Train, Bradford. And then the Warning European Tour, April the 4th, Madrid, Spain. 5th, Lisbon, Portugal. 6th, Santiago de Compostela, Spain. 9th, Bilbao, Spain. 11th, Milan, Italy. 12th, April, Zurich, Switzerland. 13th, Munich, Germany. 14th, Prague, Czech Republic. 16th, Berlin, Germany. 17th, Cologne, Germany. 18th, Paris, France. 19th, Haarlem, Netherlands. 21st, Birmingham, UK. 22nd, Leeds, UK. 23rd, Glasgow, UK. 25th, Manchester, UK. 26th, Cardiff, UK. 27th, London, UK. And then the 5th of May, the Highway to Hell, Subside Birmingham Rock and Alternative Bar. And that's at the High 57 Dickbuff, Birmingham. Free entry there. And 9th of March at the Froggies Bar, Fallen Legacies Black Star Box, 7 p.m. And it's 21 plus that's allowed in there. And that's my gigs and stuff for this week.
Cool. Some really cool bands there, Basjan. Especially with the Warning. I've heard some really good things about the Warning over the years that I've actually heard about. Really, excuse me.
Yes.
Yeah, some really good things about the Warning. Yeah.
Great band.
Yeah, pity I can't get it. Yeah, pity I can't. Yeah. Pity I can't get to any of the UK gigs because it'll be to actually get the place and do an overnight stay. It's going to be expensive, really expensive.
Oh yes.
So.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah. Thanks for that question. Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
If you're in the areas of any of the, if you're in the area of any of the gigs that Basjan mentioned, please go and see them. Support your local venues, support your local bands. It'll be much appreciated because basically at the end of the day, if there isn't any venues, there won't be any places for these local bands to, like Mick said, learn, hone your craft, learn from the crowd, etc. So support your local venues, support your local bands. It'd be much appreciated.
Yes. Oh yes.
So yeah, right. Let's get into my little segment. Firstly, I want to post in the chat the latest video that which is going to drop tomorrow. Let me see. It is called the top 3 songs of, and I've done. I picked 3 songs from the band Alice, Sweet Alice. And Alice with their album. Let me get this right. Just got on my phone here. It's called Viola Organista, the Macabre Carnival. And I've chosen 3 songs from that album. And it's going to be dropping tomorrow at 9 a.m. UK time, in around about 11 hours time. So I'll post the link in the chat there. So there we go. There it is in the chat there. So if you want to watch it, please do. Give you a thumbs up, give it subscribe, spank the like, and comment down below. Literally comment down below, because it will help the channel out in it really helps the channel get into the almighty YouTube algorithm. So yeah, it's yes, Lisa Boots double linked. So yeah, and for depending on Basjan, and he's up tomorrow. We're going to be doing his recording of top 3 songs of to drop on Wednesday. If you're up for Basjan.
All depends on the dentist. All depends.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all depends on if you're up to it or not. Yeah. So yeah. 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 So I will be recording my second album, not album, my top three songs of, and let me see what I'm given. Like, I'm sort of like toying with the idea of doing a couple of bands over the next couple of days. Let me see. I'm debating on doing Alienaire and Align the Tide, or Alice at ALIS.
Oh, yes.
So I'm debating on which one I'm going to be doing. Um, which one I'm going to be doing on over the next couple of days. So drop on Thursday, and so yeah, that's the plan for the next couple of days. But on what else is coming up on the channel, we have coming up this Friday, we're going to be interviewing John Ferreira. I hope I pronounced that right. We're going to do a catch-up interview with him on the 16th, which is this Friday at 9 p.m. UK time. And Lisa Bose says, hope it goes well, Basjan.
Thanks, Lisa. I hope so too. Don't like dentists.
I don't think anybody likes dentists. It reminds me of the film Little Shop of Horrors with Steve Martin. That's all I'm saying. Then on then on Saturday, I want to be interviewing a guy called Bob Mitchell. Going to be doing another little interview with him. That's all these are at 9 p.m. UK time. So yeah, and then I'm still waiting for confirmation for this. I might be doing an interview with Rick O'Neill on the 23rd, but I might switch it to the 24th. But I've got like a wait for confirmation for that. Then on the 24th, which is a Saturday, we've got Carlos Arroyo. Going to do a catch-up interview with him. And then on March 4th at 9 p.m., which is a Monday, I normally do, as you know, we normally do the podcast on a Monday. And it depends on how the interview goes. Depends on how long the interview goes. It depends. Like I said, it might not be a podcast on that day, but I'm going on the 4th. I'm going to be interviewing Eric Allen, who is a brilliant musician, and I'm looking forward to all of them. All the interviews, but I'm going to be looking forward to interviewing Eric, as I'm sort of like, I wouldn't say sort of like deviating away from like sort of like rock and metal. I'm sort of like introducing sort of like new genres to the channel, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to interviewing Eric on the 4th. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That's going to be absolutely mental, that interview. I'm going to really enjoy it, and I see Lisa Booth looking forward to it as well. So yeah. You've listened to some of his music, haven't you, Basjan?
Yes, do like a lot.
Yeah.
So anybody that online. It's got doesn't got anything to do. Come and take a listen.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's good. Share it when you when I've set all like basically when I set all the interviews up with like with the stream with the streams and everything. Share it out, share them out, like them, come in and all of these interviews will be live, and you will
Oh, yes.
be sort of like, and you can literally ask questions to the musicians that's going to be on, and yeah, and you can actually ask questions to the musicians. So yeah, and yeah, and yeah, keep it relevant, shall we say?
Yes.
Keep it sort of like relevant. Yeah. So yeah, it's as Basjan knows because he's been in quite a few lives, and Lisa Boo, you've been sort of like been coming into the lives as well. It is fun when because these musicians like to have like some interaction with the people, if you know what I mean, in the live chat and everything. It gives them some sort of like, how can I put this? It sort of like potentially gets them new people to check them out, if you know what I mean. And if you, like I said, if you like what you see, I always keep saying this. If you like what you see, go check these bands out. Literally, check them out. That's all I ask. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you say, okay, fair enough. This is not for me. Fair enough. We get that. But please check them out. That's all we ask. That's all we ask. So yeah, yeah. Right. What's coming up on the album of the week? The album of the week. God, I've got my notes here, and it says on the top of the thing, album of the week. The radio show on Thursday. The radio show on Thursday over on digitalrevolutionradio.com. You hear it loud and clear. The Project Metal music, Project Metal across the pond will be live at 6 p.m. UK time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. South African time. And yes, they say it brings them exposure. It brings them to a wider, bigger, even wider audience. So, what's on for the albums of the week on the show? We have. Let me see. Yeah, click that off because I don't need that anymore. But now anyway. So the first band I'm going to be playing is a band called. Let me see. Orbital Soul System. Let me just get the title up, get the band up. Don't know why, but I keep burping for some reason. For some reason, I don't know why. Yeah, right. OB. Where are we? Oh, yeah. OBI. Let me see. Trying to find stuff is OB, I should say. God, I can't read my own right now. Where are we? Where are we? Ah, there we go. Orbital Soul System and the album Eternal Voyage. Yeah, and it is. Let me see. It is. Let me see. Right, it comes up when I play ball. Right. Come on, work. Yeah, 8 tracks. And the songs are Into the Sun, The Path, Flicker, Fear the Rain, Hollow, title track Eternal Voyage, Predator, and the last track is My Angels. So yeah, it is a brilliant album. Brilliant album by a brilliant band. The next one is called, let me see, Dark Ages. Oh, you're gonna love Dark Ages. You're literally gonna love Dark Ages. I don't know if have you did you were you here to listen to some of the Dark Ages that I've played before, Bastion?
Oh yes, I do like them. I do like them.
Yeah. Yeah. Dark Ages. Where are we? Dark. Right. Where are we? Ah, there we go. Dark Ages. The Dark Ages and their album, where it comes up, is called. When it comes up. Oh God, my computer's slow today. I don't know why, but it's slow. Bit like me on certain days. Have you get that feeling there, Bastion? There's some days
Yes.
where you can't. You're feeling a bit too slow.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Where is it? It's called Between Us. Between Us. So, oh God, why did you put bloody photos up? Good, yeah, called Between Us. So yeah, another brilliant band, Dark Ages, brilliant. And it's going to be a load of other music as well, load of other music. So
yes.
yeah, and yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be on digital. The show's going to be on digitalrevolutionradio.com. Um, yeah, there is so many brilliant shows that are on Digital Revolution Radio. It's basically hard rock, hard metal, with a few other bits and pieces thrown in for good measure, and it is
Oh yes.
the shows are on pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. There's always some live. There's always at least several DJs on each day playing live, and yeah, it is. If you want to listen to like new up and coming bands or bands who are unsigned and independent, digitalrevolutionradio.com is the place to be. Literally, if you like discovering new music, that's the place. That's the place. Because I've been chased out there, Lisa. Yeah, I've been listening to Digital Revolution Radio for 7.5 years, and I've been a DJ there for 6.5 years. So yeah,
Oh yes.
I went. Can you believe I went? Can you believe I was started off as a 2-hour show between on the 14th of September 2017, and I started out as a 2-hour show.
Yes. I remember when you started.
2 hours. Yeah. Then I went to a 3-hour show, Then I went to a 6-hour show. I was just like, I love doing this. I just love bringing new music to people.
Oh
You know what I mean?
yes.
It's like, when you get that feeling when somebody comes up to you and says, "Oh, have you got a link to that band that you just played? I want the link. I want the link. I want the link." It's a good feeling when there's somebody turns to him and says, "That's a good band.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got the link?"
Oh
So I
yes.
can check them out even further. It's a brilliant feeling when they turn around and says, "That's a good band. That I like that band." And then when they come
Mm-hmm.
back and say like a couple of days later, says, "Hey, L, do you know that band that you've just played the other day?" Says, "Yes." I says, "I went out and bought I went out and bought the back catalogue. I
Oh
liked
yes.
them that much."
Good.
It's a good feeling, especially when they say that they bought a couple of t-shirts as well,
Oh
and
yeah.
bought some of the merch as well. I was just like, so yeah, yeah. It, it's it's a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good feeling.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, have you been watching any films lately or TV shows, Bastion?
Yeah, I heard a few people talk about uh, what's going to come out later this year, and for the people that like the vampire stuff, there might be a vampire movie coming out, like the New Moon one, the same series, but uh, uh, with the girl that's playing Wednesday in the series on American TV. She might is rumored to be starting in that. I don't know. For me, I sort of finish it off with Bella, and for me, that's the end of it. I don't think I'll be watching that. Then I've played the game called Apex on Steam, and for me, yeah, I like it. I seriously like it. It's also like apocalyptic type of game. Uh, it's a multiplayer game. I do like it. The Solar Light, the other one I tried out. If you see that game, forget about playing it. I've been warned. I've tried it. I didn't listen. Now I'm warning you for the gamers out there. The engine and the security is not up to scratch. You got to play it online, and uh, it's basically also a survival type game. You're going to shoot somebody, and you're going to carry on thinking, yeah, you claim this area and stuff like that, only to be shot through three holes. The cheat engine on that game doesn't work, so you're wasting your time and money there. And also, they don't protect the gamers' security and stuff like that. So your computer or your platform game is not safe. A lot of people have said it. It's not just me. Go and check it online out. So I've did a few games and stuff. What movies? I've been watching a few of the old Jason Statham movies. I've sort of got into this stuff. And yes, I heard they're thinking about the James Bond woman. Okay, a woman in the lead of James Bond. What's your thought on that in the franchise, Al? 007 a woman?
Why not? Why not? Let her do at least one film and see what she's like, and then we'll find out.
How would you like maybe, how can you put it, Eastern European woman playing the role, not a strictly British actress, like Lazenby from Australia?
Yeah, yeah. Couldn't be much worse than George Lazenby.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm all for it, but I'm still saying, why not Jason?
yeah, yeah. Or even better, could be like say a British actress, or like
Yeah.
somebody from at least somebody from the UK at least.
Mm. True. Look,
I'm trying to think which actress could be really good for like James Bond. Trying to think. Well, just some of the actresses that I'm thinking of is like a bit. Oh, I'm trying to think which actress, but the ones I'm thinking of are a bit older, and I don't think they're suitable. I don't think they'd be suitable. I don't think I know any of the younger, um, the younger. Yeah,
well,
are you?
unless they've got the magic wand, Emma Watson, but I think she's too young.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would have said. Yeah, Lisa Bush said a young Helen Mirren. I
Oh,
would say
yes.
yes, because I don't know if you seen the movies Red and Red 2 with
Yes.
Bruce Willis,
Yes.
John Malkovich, and Brian Cox, playing like sort of like retired or semi sort of like retired. Um, So yeah, I would have said I would say if she was say about 30, 40 years younger, then yeah, I would have said Helen Mirren. But I'm trying to think who would be like who would be suited. Um, Trying to think. Well, I would have said Jodie Whittaker, but but she's just come out with a long running series, Doctor Who, which she got a lot of
Yes.
backlash for, which was unwarranted for, because it wasn't her to blame. It was the writers who actually were to blame for that. The showrunner.
Oh, yes.
I would have said Jodie Whittaker. I would say Jenna Coleman. Yeah, Jenna Coleman, who played one of the companions from the Doctor, especially for the 13th Doctor. Actually, come to think of it, I would have said what's her name? What's her name? She plays in Guardians of the Galaxy and in Doctor Who as well, and in Jumanji as well. I'm trying to think of her name. Oh yeah, Gal Gadot. Yes, Gal Gadot. And the thing is, she's ex-military as well. Gal Gadot.
Oh, yes.
She's
Yes, she's good.
ex-military.
She's good.
Yeah, yeah. She's Gal Gadot. She was ex-military, so she would know ins and outs of like weapons and stuff like that. So she would know. Yeah.
Very good choice, yes.
Oh, Zoe Saldana. Yeah, I see that
Yes.
as well. That Zoe, Lisa. I'll see that as well.
Some very good choices.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I would say that, if you ever watched Doctor Who and Jumanji, the redhead girl, she played
Oh,
Amy
yes.
Pond in Doctor Who, and she also
Yes,
played, her. I would say her as well.
Oh, yes.
So,
Interesting choices for sure.
yeah. But I also would have said, if she was a bit younger, I would say Lucy Lawless as well.
Oh,
When she
yes.
was younger. When she was younger. Well, yeah. If she was about 10 years younger, then yeah, I would have said do a couple of films with Lucy Lawless as well,
True.
because she had a lot of weapons training when she did Xena, and she also did Agents of Shield, the TV series as well. She had a lot of weapons training there, so I can actually see she would like Gal Gadot and Lucy Lawless had obviously Gal Gadot's had a lot of weapons training when she was in the military, and she had a lot of weapons training for the film's Wonder Woman as well.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So yeah. So yeah, I could actually, if they get the right actress to do James Bond, yeah, I would see that. If they get the right actress, but like I said, they've got to get the right actress to do it. Don't just put like anybody in, like they did with George Lazenby back in, I think it was the early 70s when he did on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
That movie I will never forget for the wrong reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I've only watched it once, and that was going back years. I'm going back, oh God, must be 30 years ago now when I last watched that. Never again. Never again. I just sort of like bypass him completely. I watch Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Timothy Dalton, Peace, Piers
Bronson.
Bronson, and then one I never really watched Daniel Craig. I've only seen like a couple of bits of his films, and what I've seen of it is pretty good. But yeah, I just bypassed George Lazenby completely.
Well, for me, I've actually seen his daughter, and for me, why not try her? She's an actress. She's from the UK.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Why not?
Because her father has played James Bond. Surely she'd seen some of the stuff it's done there. and him giving her advice and helping her on the set and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
And she is taller than him, so
Yeah. Oh, bloody glasses. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
another thing I saw, the Highlander might be come back as a movie or series. There's talks about it. I'm gonna keep my eye open. I haven't decided yet on that if they bring the Highlander back, whether I'll watch it or not. Depends who's playing in it.
Yeah.
And for me, look, the Highlander Scots has to be a Scotsman or somebody from the UK. If you're going to put somebody else in it, I don't know.
Yeah. One shot with the Highlander. I loved the first one, especially like with Christopher Lambert.
Yes,
He was good in that.
he was.
Was
He was.
Yeah, he was good in that. Even though where's he from originally? Was it Belgium or
I think it's
France?
from France.
France.
But, but see, being Gaelic, like the, how can you put it, asterisks and obliques, with that kind of, how can you put it, I see him as one of those, with
Yeah.
the fighting the Romans and stuff like that. Yes, he could do. But for me, I would hate if they put somebody that's struggling with UK English and stuff like that. And uh, I don't know, don't portray the role because, look, we all love the Highlander and
Yeah,
we
it
all
is.
like the Queen's music and Freddie Mercury singing. That's the thing I'm worried about. What kind of music are you going to use?
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah. Once you, I like to after the trilogy of Highlander finished, the TV series with Adrian Paul. Was it
it
Adrian
was all,
Paul?
yes,
Yeah, I like that because they had uh, oh yeah, yes, yes, I see that Lisa Gerard
Jared
Butler.
Butler. Yeah,
I see. Now that is a good choice. Now
yes,
that is a damn good choice, especially his betrayal of King Leonidas in 300. He
yes,
will, because he did a lot of training for that role,
yes,
and he would be an ideal candidate for the new Highlander. And
oh
he's from
yes.
Scotland, and he's from Scotland as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I love the TV series with Adrian Paul because it had every so often Christopher Lambert popped
Mm-hmm.
up in the series because technically Adrian Paul's character uh, and Christopher Lambert's character were cousins.
Yes,
They might have been a couple of
yes,
hundred years apart, but they were cousins.
yes. Oh
But
yes.
yeah, they also had every so often you've seen what's his name? The singer from the Who. I can't think of his name. Roger Daltrey popped up
Yes.
now and again in the series.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but I don't like again. With like if they get the right actor in I would say I would agree with Lisa Boo there. I would say Gerard Butler
Yes.
to play Conor McLeod, or do sort of like a continuation on like another trilogy on from.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like a bit like Star Wars, sort of like either a prequel or another or a sequel.
True.
But don't remake the original three. Well, you can remake the fucking 2 and 3. You can remake number 2 because that was fucking crap. But the original Highlander, yes, do not touch. That's a classic.
Yes.
That is a classic.
If you touch the first one, I'm not going to watch it. You've lost me there, and I will not watch any further.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Agree, Lisa.
Yeah, yes, totally agree there, Lisa. It is sacred. It is sacred. It is sacred.
One of my friends that's tuned in from Twitter, he said, isn't Gordon Brown also a Scotsman?
Yes, unfortunately.
I don't want to see him in Highlander. Sorry, well, James.
Yeah, I want to put it this way. He can be in Highlander, but he will be cannon fodder. Put it that way. He'll be the first one to go down.
Yeah, funny guy. Gordon Brown, a Scotsman.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not in my first choice Highlander movie. Sorry, James.
No, he can be in the movie, but he'd be the first one to he'd be the first one to be deleted.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Actually, Gordon Ramsay might be. Gordon Ramsay can go down as well. Might you be? He'd be one of the minor side characters. Gordon Ramsay, but Gordon Brown. I'm more than happy to actually see him go down in the film. So don't get any ideas, YouTube. I'm saying in the movies. In the movies, this.
Yes. Yeah, I don't want Scotland Yard talking up.
Yeah, I said in the movies. In the movies. I'll just make that perfectly clear, YouTube human reviewer. So yeah, in the movies. So yeah. How do you pronounce that, Basjan? Sam Hagen?
Hagen? I don't know. Who's that guy? I've never heard of him.
I don't know. I don't know who he is. I don't know who he is, Lisa. What's he been in? What's he been in?
Google it.
Oh, Outlander. I don't think I've seen that movie. I don't think I've seen that.
Outlander, the Highlander. I haven't seen. Don't actually A Princess for Christmas. Men in Kilts. SAS Red Notice. This guy's really got qualification. He plays in a SAS movie called Red Notice.
All right. Right. He says it's a TV series, The Outlander. I don't watch that much TV, to be honest. or or movies. But the stuff that I do watch is like it's pretty much like Star Trek or you know what I mean, that type of thing, like sci-fi, fantasy type of thing. I don't. Well, I haven't really watched TV in 15 years. So yeah,
No, he's got some.
yeah.
He's got some good movies he's actually played in, and yes, he is Scottish. So very impressive what I've seen from him. And I must actually go and check some of his movies out. He really looks. I'll check out his movies at was it the movie house TV series unless I can get it over here. I don't know, but yeah, I haven't watched much TV lately at all.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't really watched much TV anywhere. It's just like never really bothered with it for about 15 years. The only TV I watch is like sort of like Doctor Who or Top Gear, because I like. Lisa's posted the let me just to his Facebook page. So yeah, I'll check that out later. Lisa, I'll check that out. So let me just save that. I'll check them out. Yeah, I'll check that out later, Lisa. Yeah. So some of you may know from last week. I was going on about Raymond E. Feist, and he's got a new book away. Sort of like, like I said, Lisa, we'll check him out. We were talking about Raymond E. Feist last week, and I managed to get his most recent release called Master of Furies. Now, I picked this up. The thing was, a couple of weeks ago, I went into Sunderland to get my eyes tested, to get everything. So basically, on the last Tuesday, I don't know if you see what John just put.
What does he put?
Ali G.
Who's Ali G?
Comedian. Borat.
Oh, Borat.
Yeah.
No, unless he's getting blown up or. No. John, wrong movie.
No. Plain and simple, no. Really, John? I don't know what to say to that. You just dumped me there, John.
Any comments on Ali G, Lisa?
Yeah, she's laughing her ass off. Yeah, no, just no. Anyway, like I said, I went into town to pick my glasses up last week. So I thought, hang on, while I'm in town, I nip around to the local to my local bookstore, and I tried to find because it's a recent release. It came out last year, and well, it's in paperback anyway. The hardback came out there back in 2022. Usually the paperback follows like a year later. Anyway, I went round, I looked on the shelf where I normally keep the sci-fi fantasy stuff, and I couldn't see it. They had uh, King of Ashes, then you had the Queen of Storms, which is the second book, then you got Master of the Furies. Couldn't find it nowhere. So I rocked up to the counter and I says, "Have you got a bear book by Raymond A. Feist, which is the third book in the Fireman saga?" It says, "Oh no, we haven't got it in stock here. Well, I can order it for you." So I said, "Oh yeah, can you order it for us?" I'll go on Friday. Well, he says, "It'll be in a couple of days. We'll give you a text." Go on Friday. Lisa saw it early on Saturday night. Got it there.
Wow. Awesome.
And basically, is one hell of a book.
Nice.
It's one hell of a book, and I've basically it's out of 510 pages, 511 pages. I'm basically 114 pages. Well, I'm basically nearly finished it.
Wow.
I've nearly finished it already. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, Lisa, yeah, if you want to jump on, I can send you the link. Only if you want to come on. So if you want to jump on the stream and talk about the sweet.
Oh, awesome.
So if you want to jump on there, Lisa, let me know, and I'll send you the link. I will send it to your Instagram. So that's only if you want to. I'm not forcing you. Because Lisa has gotten Feist's first book, Magician.
Oh.
So yeah, if you want to jump on, and let's if you want to discuss it, let's jump on. So let me just get off that. So yeah, you don't have to put like I say, if you want to jump on. Just let us know what you think of it up to now. Yeah, it's if you if you know you the Magician. It's one hell of a book. It's literally one hell of a book because you not only got like sort of like elves and great like you got a lot going on, lot going on. Oh, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to be starting. As soon as I finish this one, I'm going to restart doing the magician, reading the magician again.
Awesome.
Because it's a hell of a hit. Yeah, I'm the same. Later, Bill. Once I start reading Feist, I can't put them down. Cannot put them down at all. Do you know when you find? Do you know when you find an author that you can find an author, and once you start reading a specific author, and you basically find it could quite, which I've done. I've literally read basically one of 5 books within a day because I couldn't put it down. Because basically, if you find an author, it basically sort of like, exactly. It catches you. Thank you, Lisa. It catches you and it drags you in, and you want to read. You want to keep turning the pages, reading, see what happens next, type of thing. It's really, really, and Feist is one of them. Feist might not be for everybody, but you will find an author out there that you will basically like, and you can't put it down. You can't put that there. So yeah, and that's, to me, Feist is that. There's a couple of other authors as well that I've read, like Kim Hunter, like Judy Canavan. There's Ian Colfer, who did the Artemis Fowl books. There's which I believe, what I heard was they were doing an Artemis Fowl movie, but it came out. But there's other authors I've read, like Stan Nichols, who sort of like did the perspective from Orcs perspective in his books. And there's like other couple of other authors. I've read it's an author called Chris Bunch. Good series of books because I've read them, but some which I won't mention here. But there's some books. His writings was a bit, shall we say, bear with me. I was prepared for this. Mature audience, mature content. Viewers' discretion is advised. There's a lot of at the bottom there. See it? Mature content. Viewers' discretion is advised. Chris Bunch was it was very descriptive of people having sex. Very descriptive. That's all I'm saying. It's very, very descriptive, which I won't. Yeah. So yeah, be aware. If you've easily offended, don't read Chris Bunch. But if you don't mind it, because it's some of the stuff he wrote down, like all the battles and all the stuff they did, brilliant. But there were times where he's very descriptive on the sexual content in his books. So be advised. So it was, like I said, it was good books, but it's, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, Lisa, he does, Feist does bring stuff alive in his books. And you get, like I said, you get pulled in, and you get pulled in properly, full on pulled in, and you feel for the characters.
True.
Because which part are you up to there, Lisa? Which part are you up to? Let's know, Lisa, which part are you up to? Which chapter? Are you up to like Pug, sort of like infatuation with Princess Caroline? if you know who you should know who Princess Caroline is, and every boy in the castle has got an infatuation with Princess Caroline.
Mhm.
Oh, 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 Lisa, Lisa.
Mhm.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, you are getting to an interesting part there. You're really getting into a really interesting part there.
Mhm.
Oh, 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 you're going to freak out. You are going to freak out big time. You're going to love it. And it's only going to get brutal. Put it that way.
Mhm.
It's going to get brutal. Oh, you're a good part there, Lisa. You are at a good part. I'm not going to spoil it, but you're going to enjoy it. You're really going to enjoy that.
Mhm.
But you're going to well, put it this way. I'm not going to dare say much, but it's like I said, it's going to be brutal. Severely, you're going to be traumatized. Put it that way. But it's yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Sunni, yeah, yeah. They were talking about the Sunni. Excuse me. Yeah, those are the invaders. You're going to learn a
Mhm.
bit more about them later on. You're going to learn a bit more about them. You're really going to learn a bit more about them. Which I won't spoil for you, but you're going to learn more about the Sunni. And yeah, if you get when you get to finish the Darkness is Setting On,
Mhm.
you must read the Daughter of the Empire, Servant of the Empire, and the Mistress of the Empire in that order. Because basically, well, put this way, every time I fucking read those books, well, put this way, yeah, I leave that for another day. I leave that for another day because every time I read them books, it's sort of like I
Mhm.
feel, well, yeah, I like to say that's for another day. So yeah, you come to a really good part in the story with the Duke Boric, Liam, Pug, and Thomas. Really good part. So yeah, that's a really good part, and it's only going to get better from then on. Put it that way. It's only going to. It's you think it's good now. It's going to be absolutely amazing by the end of it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's yeah. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're coming up to 2 hours coming up, and yeah, I think yeah, sort of like start wrapping things up.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I can tell. I can tell that you're engrossed there, Lisa. Yeah, I can tell that you're engrossed. Yeah, you can well put it this way: it's only going to get better from from there where you're at now. It's going to get brutal. It's literally going to get brutal. It's going to get sad. it's gonna play with a lot of your emotions. A lot of your emotions is gonna get it's gonna get battered. You're literally gonna your emotions. By the end of it, you're gonna be so drained. You're thinking, I want more. I want more. Give me more," type of thing. So yeah, it's like I said, it's gonna be, your emotions are gonna be all over the place. Put it that way. That's like I said. I'm not going to say much about it, but you're going to get your emotions are going to get sort of like all over. So anyway, we're going to start wrapping things up. So any final words, Bastion?
For me, I'm looking forward to uh, the Canadian Wacken Festival coming to some sort of conclusion and getting the information about the bands it's gone through and featuring them on here on the podcast and getting information out about them. So looking forward to that indie bands and also some new movies and series and stuff like that will feature in the next few weeks and so on.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I always like your segments, Bastion, with like especially with like the bands, what bands to look out for, what gigs, etc.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes,
So yeah,
thanks.
and for me, like I said earlier, watch out for tomorrow's video.
Oh,
Top
yeah.
three songs of Alice, Sweet Alice,
Looking forward to that.
and like I said, I'll definitely be doing like another top three songs of, and it depends on how Bastion feels tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If he's up to it, then yeah, we'll do a recording for Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we can do his like for next week, or
Yes.
might want to do like another. Might want to do it like later on in the week when he's feeling a bit better. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and don't forget the two interviews this Friday and Saturday. I might do the Saturday night podcast a little bit earlier prior to the interview with Bob Mitchell. But yeah, and if you want to send me over three bands, like one song each from me, three bands, hit me up on Instagram if you want to, and send me three links or three bands and three songs. Each yeah. So here's my Instagram page if you want to send three songs over. So yeah, so I can do like sort of like a live review of the three bands. So yeah, so so that's what's coming up on the channel. And don't forget the radio show on Thursday at 6 p.m. UK time. So yeah, um, so like we always say at the end of the show, do not drink and drive. It's a stupid
Oh, for
thing.
sure.
It's a
For
proper
sure.
full-on dick move. So
Definitely.
yeah. So if you are going to have a drink when you go out, always make sure you get use either public transport, whether it be a train, bus, taxi, whatever, or even if you get a friend to pick you up or a family member, or even better still, if you can afford to, get a hotel room, sleep it off, but
Exactly.
never ever drink and drive. Never
Yeah.
ever. Because me and Bastion have been around the block a few times. we've seen things, and it's not a pretty sight.
No, it's not.
Not only will you be destroying your life, you're destroying other people's lives as well. So never ever drink and drive.
No, don't.
So yeah, on that note, we'll catch you all later. And as we want you here, we want you here nice and healthy, all happy, everything. We want to see you here next time. So until next time, we'll catch you all later.
Catch you later. Keep well.
And we're clear.